Replanting mature Frangipani trees can be a challenge unless you do something you really wouldn't expect. That is, let the tree sit and the wounds dry out before planting. Now, cuttings can be left for several days, ensuring the milky sap is dried before it gets too wet. And you see, if you don't let them dry out, well, that sap can actually turn into a severe rot. Now, it's not quite as easy as throwing the plant into the ground. What you do have to do is make sure that you're getting water into that soil. Josh, keep giving it lots and lots of water. We want to see that froth up. Now, what we've put in here is sea salt soil wetter. It's a wetting agent with sea salt in it. It's going to help it a lot. We don't want to put those beautiful roots into dry soil. It'll set them back. That's it, mate. Starting to froth up over there too. The trees are placed into the holes. Adding the naturally occurring laterite gravelly sand back into the hole will not be good for holding moisture. So we're adding a special formulation garden soil designed to get the plants off to a great start. Now, this will hold moisture longer around the new developing roots. The roots are then drenched with sea salt. Now, sea salt is an amazing plant tonic. By cutting all the foliage growth off the top, the leaves are not drawing moisture through the plant, taking pressure off the roots, which have been severely damaged. The sea salt will stimulate rapid root recovery of the fine feeder roots, but keeping the soil moist around these roots is going to be very important. One of the most critical things you can do is tie your plants down and secure them. As they start to grow, these new little fine roots start to move through the soil. You don't want the tree moving back and forth in the wind, breaking those roots off. So you've really got to make sure you tie them down quite firmly. We've got 3 stakes here. This should keep the tree looking fantastic. Lastly, water in a dry climate during summer is critical. Now, these trees are going to need 100 litres of water each 3 times a week during the next summer. And this will see the trees fully recover and re-establish. The year after, they're going to need to be watered once a week, and after that, they'll do their own thing. Now, I put this in 3 years ago, and look at it. It is just spectacular. But these new trees are going to provide us a whole new appreciation because we'll be looking down over the top of them from the deck, appreciating the foliage, which is fantastic, but those magnificent flowers, they're going to be an absolute treat. Now, you need to remember that when you look at an old house, well, all the plants that have been in that garden have been there for many, many years establishing. They're an absolute asset. So if you can find a place that's being demolished and get your hands on some of those treasures, you're doing very well.